Get ready to match the stars from the Love Boat, Bernie Capel, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Barnaby Jones, Lee Merriweather, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 78. And now, here's the star of Match Game 78, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you very much. I win. All right, John.
Great.
Are they all right? Perfect. I hope so. That bunch we had yesterday, boy. Okay. Now let's begin by greeting our two players, June Wagner and Ann Amy. Oh, they are. Much better than yesterday. This lady's a current champ. She has a total of $2,850 to her credit, and we're very happy for her.
Thank you.
How do you feel today?
Oh, just wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful.
How does Aunt Amy feel today?
Great.
Good. All right, she's had one question, and she didn't match any celebrities, but the first question, remember, is harder than the second one. And yours will be long in a moment, but right now this is coming your way. Pay attention, if you please. Ready? There we are, the other round one question. June Wagner, this is yours, the champ. Frank said, "Boy, was I sick. Oh, my fever was so high, my blank melted." Sick. My fever was so high, my blank melted. Now that is sick.
Boy.
You've got, oh, Bernie. Oh, that's very quick. Very expeditiously done.
Well, he's a doctor.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Betty.
He would know, right? Frank said, "Boy, was I sick. My fever was so high, my blank melted.
My thermometer.
My thermometer melted." That'd be hot. Very, very hot.
Frank's fever was so high, his beep-boop melted.
Oh,
Actually,
really?
his thermometer melted.
Thermometer. Okay, June, you picked up one. All right.
Frank's fever was so high, his nightie melted.
His 90.
Well, nightie, it just smelled
I
away. It was made of a smart nylon.
Right. Now, Charles. Yeah.
His eyeglasses melted.
His eyeglasses melted. June is looking for the answer. Thermometer. What do you have there, Lee?
She's looking for what?
Frank's fever was so high, my fever was so high, my thermometer melted.
My thermometer melted.
Thermometer melted? That's two for her. That way to go. Now, Richard. Hair. Hair. That was hot, yeah, because the blood supply is so strong in your head, your hair would melt right off there.
Well, it's a matter of degree. Thermometer.
Thermometer is another match, so she's got 3. Round 2 coming up, Ann. A or B?
A, please.
A it is. Now, let's see what we have for Ann. Mary said, "I think my new dentist used to be a plumber. He tried to fix my teeth with blank." I think my new dentist used to be a plumber. He tried to fix my teeth with blank.
Try to fix my teeth with
Blank.
Well, he's an authority on teeth. Heaven knows he spent his life at the dentist chair.
Right.
And all his money. That's why he dresses the way he does.
Plumber. Tried to fix my teeth with blank. Have you thought about this, Ann?
Oh, yes.
All right. Okay, put it in the slot there. Mary said, "I think my new dentist used to be a plumber. He tried to fix my teeth with blank."
A plunger?
A plunger.
I should know, but that's all I could think of.
Is your yes? Now wait a minute.
dental hygienist.
You're a dental hygienist, and your husband is a dentist.
But he doesn't use a plunger.
Well, I hope to heavens he doesn't.
What do you call that long? Is it a snake? That's the only other thing I could come up with.
Well, we'll have to go with your first answer, plunger. Snake would have been equally bad. What do you say?
I think the most widely known instrument of a plumber is a wrench.
A wrench. Yeah. A wrench. That's would probably be the definitive answer. What do you say?
Well, actually, it's a wrench with a monkey on it.
A monkey wrench. They use those. Yes. Charles.
A monkey wrench.
All that
monkey
is
wrench.
my answer after all.
Right. Anne, you must match the three people down here to achieve a tie and stay in the game. Lee?
Oh, dear. The operative word for me was fix.
Fix.
You know, and teeth and...
Tried to fix
in
my
there,
teeth.
With putty.
Putty. So that means June Wagner wins the game. You have Drano and Drano. There's your little spot there. And Match Game 78 will send a whole bunch of gifts to you together with our thanks for being here with us.
It's been fun. Thank you.
And Amy, ladies and gentlemen, while we're spinning her off, we're going to spin a message or two just for you. Howdy, dear. Here we are with June Wagner, second trip up here. She now has $2,950, and she could win another bundle over $5,000 if it works well for her. Let's see what happens this time. June, we polled a bunch of people. We said, please write down your best answer to this. The house blank. Remember, if you match the answer they wrote down most frequently, you get $500. For matching their second most popular answer, you get $250. And then for matching the third most frequently given response, you get $100. And 3 of the 6 stars will help.
I'll call on Richard again.
House that Jack built.
The house that Jack built. Yep.
Okay, Brett.
I have 2.
Yeah, and they're both on my card. Did you see that camera, too? Director's got camera 1? Check it out. See what America should see.
Well, I keep a 2-shot on the 2 of you all the time. Yes.
The House of Usher.
The House of Usher.
It's a very famous
the
thing
Paul.
by Edgar
Beverage.
Allan Poe.
Yes.
Try to keep it up into the 1900s at least.
And Charles.
Go ahead. Take something of mine. Well, oh, that's good? That stinks. That stinks. And I
Isn't
don't
this
know
a
what the
great
hell-
intellectual discussion?
Oh, I got a good one.
What?
The House of Wax.
I'm a ventriloquist, ladies and gentlemen. The House of Wax.
The House of Wax. Okay. The house that Jack built, House of Wax, and the House of Usher.
I'll take the house that Jack built.
The house that Jack built, the one that Richard gave you. Let's find out where it is up there. I'm sure it's up there somewhere. It sounds like a popular favorite to me. May we see the $100 number? The House of Representatives.
That's the same thing. House of Wax.
The House of Wax, right.
I'll buy that.
Yeah.
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 The same answer.
Right.
Well, he's right.
America's trying to tell you something, you guys down there in the District of Columbia. May we see the $250 number, please? The House of Horrors, that's the same thing. That's right.
Usher, you walk.
What? You think it's going to be the House of Usher?
Sure.
I bet you
Jack.
$1,000 it
Culture
is.
group
Jack.
here.
Got to be the House of Jack built. All right, Ari, slide it. Yeah! Congratulations, June. You now have $3,450.
Goodness.
Now, you're going to play for another $5,000. Your first time for the big money here. And to collect that amount of money, remember what you have to do. You have to have an exact match with just 1 star. Which one will it be?
Okay, I'll go with Richard.
All right, you did it last time. Let's see if you do it this time. Good luck to you, June. Here it is. It reads as follows. Blank Records. R-E-C-O-R-D-S. Blank Records. Blank Records. Don't say it yet. All right, now if you give us the same answer that Richard has written on the card, we give you $5,000. There it is. What do you say?
All I can think of is court records.
Court records. Was that difficult?
Boo.
What's that?
I was waiting for the boo from the audience.
Well, maybe they were thinking of the same thing you were thinking of. We'll find out. She says court records is the answer she wants to give to Matthew. Richard?
No, Don. You're swimming and everything. I thought of Olympic records.
Olympic records, yeah. Olympic records. Well, that was kind of a difficult one, Olympic records. Listen, you've picked up a little extra money here. You've got $3,450, and you're now going to meet another player named Betty White. Will the real Betty White please stand up? You sit down, Richard.
My name is Betty White.
Richard, my name is Betty White. Richard said I never looked better.
What are you doing here? You are an imposter.
No, I'm not going to be Betty White very long. I'm getting married next Saturday.
Whom are you marrying?
The gentleman in the corner down there.
The fellow in the corner. What's his name?
Mitchell.
So you'll be Betty Mitchell?
No, Betty Bowen.
Oh, Mitchell Bowen. Betty Bowen. All right. Well, we offer you our best wishes and him our congratulations. Anything else you want to tell us about you?
Well, I'm going to college. I'm a sales clerk, and I'd like to be a flight attendant.
You want to be a flight attendant? All right. Good luck to you here, Betty White. It's going to be very difficult to carry on here, but we'll do the best we can. Now, you may have A or B.
I'll take B.
B for Betty. There she goes again. Got me all mixed up. Mary said, I'm not sure I like going out with a butcher. He's the only guy I know who has a blank hanging from his car's rear view mirror. Not sure I like going out with a butcher. He's the only guy who has a blank hanging from his rear view mirror. You do understand? Mary said, I'm not sure I like going out with a butcher. He's the only guy I know who has a blank hanging from his rear view mirror.
I guess Betty was the one who started that trend about having babies without getting married, right?
Let me see.
But I didn't think she'd be so blatant, did you?
It's called cloning. They have cloned Betty White. Ready?
Take that to the woman at the other counter.
Okay, I will. Yes, wonderful. Are you ready? All right, they are ready. Mary said, I'm not sure I like going out with a butcher. He's the only guy I know who has a blank hanging from his car's rear view mirror.
A butcher's knife.
A butcher's knife. What do they usually hang from the rear view mirror?
Anything. Dice, tassels,
What else have you seen?
shells.
Yes, well, I guess we don't travel in the same circles. What do you say, Bernie?
I say he's got a steak hanging from his rearview
A
mirror.
steak hanging from the rear view mirror? All right. That's a butcher might do that to age it a little bit. What do you say?
I was going to say Betty White, but I said it's a euphemism for Betty White. I said side of beef.
A side of beef.
Aged beef.
Aged beef.
I
No.
know what you're going for because
Yeah.
I can see it in your eyes and your face.
What is it?
You'll understand this. Pig's foot.
Right. Right. Well, because
Interesting.
the thing you traditionally see hanging from a rear view mirror is a child's, an infant's shoe that has been bronzed, you know.
A rabbit's foot.
Or a rabbit's
Rabbit's
foot.
foot.
Better dice.
No,
Yes.
I always see meat cleavers.
Meat cleaver. No, did not match.
Yes, it did.
Well, it did for a second.
It's a
but then they
butcher's
took it
knife.
back.
Is a
Well,
meat cleaver.
Well, no, butcher's...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Cleaver is cleaver and a knife is a
There's your
knife, and
basic
never the
cleaver.
twain shall meet. That's your basic cleaver.
That's a meat cleaver,
That's a
yes.
cleaver.
And that's a butcher's knife.
And no, that's not a knife, really.
But a butcher's knife is a meat cleaver.
No, it isn't.
There's
As
your
opposed to a
butcher's
knife.
knife.
There's a butcher's
There
knife.
No, that's an ordinary kind of knife.
I'm going to stab you with my knife. Gotcha.
And here, of course, for those who love pictures, your butcher's hook.
A butcher's hook.
Right.
He
Used
could
to
have
hang
that.
her up there and...
Right. I remember. All right. Now we come to you, my dear. Are you ready for us, Betty?
Yes, this is your basic tail.
A tail. Oxtail, right. And later you make oxtail soup from it, of course. Okay. Got the idea now. All right, you'll improve later. Right now we've got this for you.
Today's consolation prizes are first. This feature-packed micro-cassette recorder from General Electric, designed for convenient one-hand or shirt pocket operation. And ceilings by Celotex. Choose from a wide variety of patterns, colors, and textures. Also beautiful and easy to install. They enhance any room. And Garanimals long-wearing clothes for toddlers to teens. Match tags and shirts and pants go together. Garanimals and kids. Wow, what a match. And a supply of easy-to-use House & Bloom plant care products. Convenient and state-proof House & Bloom for houseplant success with no mess, no guests. More laughs and blanks with our star, Gene Rayburn.
Hello there. Thank you, Johnny Olson. Now let's carry on with round one. Gene, we have this question for you, which says, Sally said, it's tough being married to a lawyer. He yells, I object every time I blink. Tough being married to a lawyer. He yells, I object every time I blink.
Every time I blank.
Every time I blink. He yells, I object. Or he yells, I object every time I blink.
I don't suppose I should do anything on lawyers today, should I? We all know how I feel about them. You
Yes, we
don't
do.
need one unless you commit a crime.
There's finished. Right.
What was the question?
Oh.
Sally said it's tough being married to a lawyer. He yells, I object every time I blink.
This question much.
Aren't we having a good time here today?
We're having a lot of fun here
Good.
today.
I'm so glad you came. The party's wonderful. The hors d'oeuvres haven't arrived yet, but they will.
She'll be here in a minute.
What happened to your brain?
It just went.
It was here last time, wasn't it?
Out through my ear.
He yells, I object every time I blink.
Every time I can't think of a thing.
All right. June Wagner, Sally said it's tough being married to a lawyer. He yells, I object every time I blink.
I'm drawing on my own experience here. Serve a meal.
Really?
Bad?
What are you?
Meals are bad, too.
Really? She's heard that before, apparently. What did you say, Bernie?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't have to worry about things like that, but I have kiss him.
Kiss him. You don't like that?
Well-
You'll let us know when we come to a good one, huh? Oh, okay. What do you say, Brett?
Hang in there, kids.
I
'cause
thought that
this-
was pretty nifty myself.
I
That
liked it.
Yes.
wasn't bad. I believe this is a match. Cook dinner.
Cook dinner. All right. One for June. Yes, sir?
I'm drawing on my own experience with this. I want to make whoopee.
Want to make whoopee. He yells, I object every time I want to make whoopee.
That's a good lawyer for you.
Now, what finally came to your tiny brain?
No, I thank actually Bernie for this because I'm sure he was trying to help me, and what came through was kiss him.
Oh, yes. Well, he looked over your shoulder.
No, he didn't. He
No,
wrote his
I
before mine. I was the last one.
Richard?
Oh, dear.
What do you hear from Bubbles the hippo? Cook for him.
Cook for him.
Oh, thank you.
Cook for him. Now we come
Now
to
that's
this.
out of order. I think that's just it.
And now I object.
That's, no, that's in order. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Gilly is charged. Kiss him.
Kiss him. Okay, so you picked up 2 there. Now we go to round 2. And let's see what we've got for you, Betty. A or B?
I'll try B again.
B for Betty. What has she got here? Bob said, I just moved into a new high-rise. The building is so tall they don't have... Cool it. The building is so tall they don't have fire escapes. Each tenant is issued a blank. Building is so tall they don't have fire escapes. Each tenant is issued a blank. Okay. Are you ready, Betty White?
Huh?
Yes.
I mean, this Betty White. Lee, would you put it in the card there and stop
Yes.
fiddling around there? Bob said he just moved in a new high-rise. The building is so tall they don't have fire escapes. Each tenant is issued a blank.
A parachute.
Parachute! They did let us know when we came to a good one, didn't they?
That's the kind of answer
And he's
I
got
like.
the good one. Have you got the good one?
I say fly away.
A parachute. That's two good ones. Charles?
Parachute is good, but they have hang gliders for families.
Parachute with the hang gliders for the whole family if they want to get away at one time. Lee?
I'm really not sure if this is a match or not.
Yes, that is a match indeed. That is a parachute. That's 4 for her. What do you got there, Richard?
Parachute.
Another parachute. Fine. Betty White is rolling along. From Betty White to Betty White.
Betty White to Betty White, a pair of shoots.
A pair of shoots. Well, you got all 6 of them. Congratulations to you. And now we've got this for you. Gene Rayburn here, joining us next time for Match Game 78, Tally Ho.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 78, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Get ready to match the stars from the Bob Newhart Show. There's Bill Daly, Brett Summer, Charles Nelson Riley, Sarah Purcell, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 78. And now, here's the star of Match Game 78, Gene Rayburn.
Everybody ready out there? Are the beautiful people ready up here?
Ready.
All right, let's greet Pamela Carrington and Carmen Marcione. Pamela, our current champ, has won 2 games, and I'm sorry to say she only has $450. Well, that's a lot of money, but it's not much compared to what she could have won had she had a little more luck, and in one case, a little more skill. But she's being challenged here by Carmen. We're in the middle of round 1. She's had her first round question and found out the first rounders are a little bit difficult. And we'll get yours in a moment or so, but right now we've got this for you. Okay, here we go. This is the other round 1 question, belongs to Pamela Carrington, and this is what it says on this here very card. Susan said, "While I was in the hospital, I must have gotten a blood transfusion from Betty White. I know it was Betty White because now I have an uncontrollable urge to blank." Isn't
It's been a long day.
Said, while I was in the
When we get
hospital.
started, it's not a long day.
While I was in the hospital, I must have gotten a blood transfusion from Betty White.
Okay.
I know it was Betty White because now I have an uncontrollable.
I don't know what it means, but that's fine.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Pamela Carrington. Susan said, while I was in the hospital, I must have gotten a blood transfusion from Betty White. I know it was Betty White because now I have an uncontrollable urge to blank.
Well, I don't know Betty personally, but I would say save an animal.
To save an animal. That's a very commendable.
That's why I married Alan.
Yes. She's
Alan,
only
don't
kidding,
encourage
Alan. She's only kidding Alan. She
She's
doesn't
only
mean
killing Alan.
She's only killing Alan. What do you say?
Can we go on to the next person?
No, you've got to show us your answer because you probably didn't understand this at all.
Control to blank. No. Do I have to show my card really? Because I just put something. Well, she's so lovely and sweet, and I didn't know how to say all this, but she did something with sugar. I know that was involved with it. But,
I have an uncontrolled. Now I have. Listen, not only is this. Now wait a minute. Not only is it a bad answer, it has nothing to do with the. grammatical structure of the English
Can I
language.
have somebody drive me home from
Now
this
I-
show?
Now I have an uncontrollable urge to sugar.
I'm not going to be out in the lot.
Let him alone, Gene. I think it was
This
sweet.
was from another game show. This answer was from this was from another game show. I
Yeah,
think.
which
This was from
show?
Hollywood Squares.
Don't
which was
say
also
it.
wrong.
That's
Which was also the wrong answer.
What do you say?
Well, I wanted to say buy a C cup, but I knew that was cool.
Now I have an uncontrollable urge to buy a C cup.
You know, as in a bra.
Oh, yes, I understand. Yes,
But I didn't say that. What I said was put the make on Alan Ludden.
Put the make on Alan Ludden. I have an uncontrollable urge to put the make on Alan
Thinking
Ludden.
about the Animal Crusade. She wanted to start a crusade to save Brett.
Oh, I see.
It's an uphill
Okay.
fight.
All right.
So
Pamela.
far, sugar looks good, doesn't it? Looks pretty good.
She says, now I, according to Pam, the answer should be, now I have an uncontrollable urge to save an animal. What did you say?
Well, I think Pamela's absolutely right. She
Save
should
animals.
save animals.
There's one.
Good for you. Babies and doggies are about responsible, loving homes.
Anything you say, Max, is okay with me. How about you?
Well, that's the happiest lady I know. I said, smile.
Oh, yeah. Always. Always even-tempered, never has a cruel word for anyone.
Stop it, Gene!
What do you got on that card? You better tell us the truth now.
I have an uncontrollable urge to marry Lassie.
That's a marvelous answer. Okay.
Honey, you already have.
Okay. There we are, 1-0 in favor of Pamela. Now we go to round 2 and ask Carmen which one she wants. A or a B?
B.
B. Okay. She says a B. One juror said to another, I've heard of leading the witness, but this lawyer is ridiculous. When he questions a witness, he uses a blank.
Baby.
No, one juror said to another, I've heard of leading the witness, but this lawyer is ridiculous. When he questions a witness, he uses a blank.
Sure.
You see, when he questions a witness, he uses a blank.
Honey, I already have my answer.
You got your answer.
Morning, Bill.
Good. Good. Okay, Carmen, one juror said to another, I've heard of leading the witness, but this lawyer is ridiculous. When he questions a witness, he uses a blank.
A lie detector?
No, I guess you really didn't understand the question.
No.
A lie detector is your answer, but you'll see what we mean. Leading the witness is a legal phrase which has been on so many TV shows, we thought everybody might be familiar with it. What did you say?
Well, I said leash, but I meant a rope.
Rope or leash. You understand it now? Of leading the witness. Yeah, rope or leash.
Do you know someone? I thought it's really disappeared forever. I thought it said Rose of Texas because I don't have my glasses on. I said leash and collar.
Leash and collar, okay, that would be a way to lead the witness.
I don't have my glasses on. I said leash.
Leash. That seems to be the definitive answer. There's something there about rope or leash, Carmen. Sarah?
He really leads the witness with a leash.
A leash.
Right?
Right.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You do understand it now?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have my glasses. I said sugar.
Now you must match Betty to stay in the game and achieve a tie.
Will everyone please take note of Bill Daly's answer this time? How clear and to the point when he said leash.
Leash, right, yes. Yes. Carmen, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Nice meeting you. It was fun.
And we're going to send some gifts from Match Game 78. Carmen Marcione, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye. Now we've got this for you. Hurry back. This lady's up here for the third time, And she's going to try one more time for the big money, aren't you?
Right, yes.
You ready?
I'm going to do it this time.
You have good vibes about it?
Let's hope so.
All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you. Let's get up here. We polled a studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. I gave blank. Remember how it goes? $500 for matching their most popular answer. For matching the second most popular answer, $250. And then for matching the third most popular, $100. And 3 of our 6 loonies will give you a hand here.
Betty?
I gave it the office.
That's what I hear. Over and over again.
Richard?
I tried to give it the office, but I gave up.
I gave up.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been well.
Now, did you gave up or I give up there?
No, I gave.
Oh, I gave up. All right.
Sarah?
Would you like to give it the office?
Wait a minute, Sarah. Something
We can
may come
arrange
your
for you
way.
to give it the office. Then. No, she's thinking. Sarah's thinking of something. An answer will come from heaven above.
An answer is going to come. You don't know where they come from. They just arrived.
Alan Ludden? No.
No, that's.
I gave my all.
I gave my all.
Thank you. Thank you. I needed that.
That's the same thing that Betty said. So there they are. I gave my all, I gave up, and I gave at the office, are the 3. Now, you have an option. You can reject all those and give us one of your own. What would you like to do?
I like Betty's answer. I gave it the office.
Yes, good. Well, you know, that's such a popular saying. It's almost gone into the American language, and of course it was one of the biggest jokes of all time. Years ago, I gave at the office. We'll find out if it's up there. May we see the $100 number? I gave blood. Well,
So did I.
don't we all every day? May we see the $250 number? I gave my all. That's what Sarah said. All right. And last chance for Betty White's answer. I gave at the office. Slide it, Ori! Wonderful. Now you've advanced. You've doubled your money. You got $1,050 here now. And more important, you're going to play for the $5,000 one more time. And to collect, remember, you have to match one of our celebrities exactly.
I've done well with Betty. I'll try Betty.
Okay, here we go. Stand in a little blue dot there. Face me. And here it is, worth $5,000. Good luck to you, Pamela.
Thank you.
Ready, my dear? Here it is. It says, search for blank. Search for blank. Okay, Pamela, if you give us the answer that she's given us, you get $5,000. Good luck to you. Search for...
Tomorrow?
Search for tomorrow. Well, the audience is with you. Now let's find out what Betty has written on the card there. If she's matched you and vice versa, you get $5,000.
Oh, Pamela, I don't watch soap operas. I search for the truth, and the truth was tomorrow.
Hello, Jimmy.
You know this happy lady, Pamela Carrington?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
She has $6,050.
Wonderful.
We'll give her a chance to ruminate about that while we talk with you.
Well, I'm a school teacher in Torrance.
Yeah.
I teach physical education. I'm happily married. I have 3 daughters, and I live in San Pedro.
Right. What are your kids' names?
The oldest is Roberta, then Denise, and Kim.
Yeah. And what aspect of physical education do you teach?
Well, I teach just the general classes. I don't coach. I have everything,
You do
boys and
everything.
girls both.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck to you here, Al Everly. Good luck to you, Pamela. If you're ready, we'll begin by asking Al to make a decision about A or B.
I'll take the A.
A it is. And this is what it says here. The Invisible Man's wife said, you may not know this, but my husband is usually visible. The only time he becomes invisible is when it's time to blank. My husband is usually visible. The only time he becomes invisible is when it's time to blank. Good. All right. You thinking about that, Al?
Yes, I am.
I'll read it slowly while Brett is finishing up writing. Ready, Brett?
Sure, hon.
Okay, the Invisible Man's wife said. What's that?
She's writing a novel here.
I'm finished. Go
Okay.
right ahead. Carry on.
The Invisible Man's wife said, you may not know this, but my husband is usually visible. The only time he becomes invisible is when it's time to blank.
Make love.
Now, the implication in your answer, Al, is that it was not a pleasurable experience for him.
You're reading my mind sometimes.
Oh, really? Yes. I don't know.
And he's a phys ed teacher.
And he's a physicist. Yes, it surprises me. What do you say?
Well, this is really going to shock you all, but after 5 days on the show, I think I got one right. Make love.
Yeah! Feels so good! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, that felt good.
1 out of 100 ain't bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
1 out of 100 stinks. It just ain't bad for him. No, Betty and I were talking about this the other day, and we got onto the subject of her marital problems and everything. And I'm not wearing my glasses. And I said, make a little whoopee.
Make a little whoopee? Cooper Al. I thought he was going to strike out with
He's
that.
got the glasses. We won't hear about that for another week.
Oh, I see.
That was another 0.
All right, Chuck.
Chuck said make whoopee.
Making whoopee. What do you say there, Sarah? A little whoopee?
Well, it seems to me that Chuck only becomes invisible when it's time to take out the garbage.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Now wait. Don't boo that answer, because that answer has a lot of logic to it.
It does.
Guy becomes invisible when his wife wants him to do a little work around. Don't boo me either, because I'll get you in a parking lot there. All right, Richard, here we go.
But it became invisible.
The only time he becomes invisible is when it's time to
Make sugar.
make the sugar.
Make love.
Make love. Make love. What do you think about this?
And this gym teacher said he became invisible when it was time to... I can't see that at all. Make love.
Yeah, he said that. Well, all 5 of them said that. So there it is. He did very well with his first round question, didn't he, Pam? You're going to have to work
Yes.
hard to catch up to him. Now we got this for you.
Today's consolation prize is our first Ceilings by Celotex. Choose from a wide variety of patterns, colors, and textures, all so beautiful, easy to install, they enhance any room. And the incredible Hoover Power Drive, the self-propelled cleaner that makes vacuuming almost effortless. Another good reason why America trusts Hoover. And add color, character, and charm to your home with fireproof, inexpensive Z-Brick, America's most popular brick wall covering, the last word in wall covering. And the Colonel's finger-licking good chicken and an insulated bag to keep things cool. It's nice to feel so good about a meal with Kentucky Fried Chicken. Match game 78 continues with the star, Gene Rake.
Yes, sirree. Al Everly has just done extremely well with his first round question, and now Pamela is going to try and catch up to him, and here it is. Sally said, my husband, the practical joker, is a rotten father. Yesterday, he put a blanking diaper on the baby. Practical joker, a rotten father. Yesterday, he put a blanking diaper on the baby.
B-L-A-N-K-I-N-G.
A blanking diaper. A blanking diaper. He's a practical joker. Those are operative words. Practical joker. Rotten father. Blanking diaper. On the baby.
I hate this question.
You hate the question.
I hate my answer. Let's have another one. Let's go on to the next
No,
one.
you can't do that. You got to do this one. There it is.
A blanking diaper.
Rotten doctor. It's a rotten parent. Blanking diaper on his parent. Doctor. No.
No, doctor. I never said doctor anywhere in here. He said, why are you saying a rotten...
Parent teacher put it.
I said a rotten father. I never said rotten doctor.
What kind of diaper?
I'm ready, Gene.
You are ready,
Yes,
Charles.
I've been ready for
How nice.
hours.
Is there something you'd like to talk about? Okay,
Got it, yeah.
everybody
I
ready?
don't know what this means.
All right, here we go.
I hate that question.
Sally said, my husband, the practical joker, is a rotten father. Yesterday he put a blanking diaper on the baby.
Wetting?
A wetting diaper. A diaper that was already wet. That would be a
See,
practical
that's
joke.
it?
Well, that would be a practical joke, wouldn't it? What do you say?
Not for the baby.
Yes, it would be. What?
What? What was the question? Oh! I would say that this is a good day. I would say wet.
Wet. One for Pam. You got it. Yeah, got it. Everybody said right, wet.
Well, I thought it was more complicated than that, of course. Dripping. I thought that was a terrible act.
5-2.
I said porous with leaks and holes.
Porous with leaks and holes. Okay. All right. Very imaginative answer. Sarah, what do you say?
Practical jokers are known for their whoopee cushions, are they not?
Right.
He would put a whoopee diaper.
Oh, yeah. I think that's quite good. Richard?
Leaking.
A leaking diaper. A diaper that leaked. Okay. What do you say, Betty?
Well, you know, a dribbled glass, he put a dribbled diaper on the baby.
A dribble diaper.
You know, like a dribbled glass that leaks
Oh,
when
I
you
see.
drink,
Yes,
and a
of course.
dribbled diaper, just figure it
Yes.
out.
All right. So the score at this moment is 5-4 at the end of round one. Now we've got this for all of America. I do hope you'll join us next time, because these are the ones who'll be here with us.
Dick Martin, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Arlene Francis, Richard Dawson, and Patty Doss.
Hannah, you were wonderful. Far more than adequate.
I'm Gene Raven. Next time, next game 78. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 78, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast. Get ready to match the stars. Dick Martin, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Vicki Lawrence, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 78. And now, here's the star of Match Game 78, Gene Rivers.
All right, John. Thank you, friend.
Symphony in Gray.
Yes, thank you. Whatever that means. You noticed.
Indeed.
Is everyone quite ready?
Yep.
All
Richard
right.
has his box upside down.
What's that?
Richard has his box upside down.
Richard, you have your box upside down. Why did you do that, Richard?
Well, I didn't do it. Someone else did.
Oh,
Someone else
Someone
did
who
it.
loves animals.
someone.
I
So-
can't
There's
doubt
been a
you.
lot of talk.
I just
Yes.
starved, that's all I do.
You children are going to have to behave. You know what she does to me? She does that to me all the time.
I think I'd rather have my box turned upside down.
Oh. Yeah,
So
I think
would
you're
I.
right, Holly. She touches my calves and my legs and all that.
Animal lover that I am.
Squeezes them and does all that. Okay, here we have Gary Knight and Patty Wright. Gary, the current champ, has $6,800. Does that bring a smile to your lips?
Yes, it does.
And a song to your heart.
And
terrific.
A little quease to my stomach, but...
A little quease to your stomach?
Quease, yes.
Well, I thought money has a way of calming and soothing me. How do you feel about that, Patty?
Oh, I think it would calm me too.
You don't feel nervous now, do you?
No.
No, good.
Not at all.
She did pretty well with the first round question. We'll have one for you in a moment or so, Gary, but right now we have this for America. Okay, here we go. This is the other half of round one, and it's Gary Knight's question, and it says on this card. In New York City, the foreigner said. You see, you got the locale in New York City.
Did you say the farmer or the foreigner?
Foreigner.
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 Foreigner, you said.
I said foreigner?
Foreigner.
Foreigner?
That's Midwest.
I said that?
Yes.
How would you say it?
Foreigner.
Oh.
Well, she's
in
from
New York
abroad.
City, the foreigner said. Living in your city is like having a church on every street corner because in our country, we worship blanks. I remember it's a round one dumb question.
Now, wait a minute.
Now you can say anything.
Let me hear it again.
In New York City, the foreigner said, living in New York City is like having a church on every street corner because in our country, we worship blanks.
This is the only true answer.
Yes!
Okay, close enough for TV.
Right.
Can I see it again?
Right.
It's like having a church on every street corner. Oh, because in our, I'm telling you.
Well, what do you... Well, I can't help you. You are beyond it.
Been
Just
in New York
ask
a lot.
yourself some questions, Brett.
All right, oh, we
Use your tiny brain. In New York City, the foreigner said, living in your city is like having a church on every street corner because in our country, we worship blanks.
Women? I went blank on that one.
Well, what we're after here is
I was-
anything you'd find in a street corner in New York
Well,
City.
I was going to... Well, I didn't.
But he said women. Okay. All right. What do you say?
Anywhere. I say New York is every corner there's a newsstand.
All right, newsstands. Every street's a boulevard in old New York. Yes?
It took me a little time, but I think I've got the definitive answer.
What is that?
Because I finally related it to New York. I said rug makers or hookers.
You said that. Yeah. You'll find those.
Definitive answer. Is there a definitive answer?
I don't think so. In a round one question, there rarely is, but that is a good. That is an excellent response.
Pepperoni pizzas.
Pepperoni pizza. Every corner in old New York.
Oh, I know what the answer is.
All right. Here we come with another beaut from Vicki Lawrence.
Hookers. Most of them are women.
That's right. Oh. Are they really?
I don't like that whole buzzer. It's
I
very
use the
intimidating.
foreign pronunciation, hookero.
Hookero.
To go.
All right.
I'm just going to keep writing traffic signals till I get it
You're
right.
Traffic signals, yes. It's left over from yesterday. Okay, now we go to round two here and ask Patty Wright if she wants A or a B.
A, please.
A, 4 people play, Dick and the lower tier. Slow Sydney moves so slow, the only thing he can... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
They're slower than Sydney, aren't they?
That's right. You're a little too... You got to be quick here. Slow Sydney moves so slow, the only thing he can catch is a blank. That's how slow Sydney is. Slow Sydney is so slow, the only thing he can catch is a blank. That's the definitive answer. There it is. Now you think about it there. Don't strain yourself.
Good girl.
Splendid. Okay, Patty Wright. Slow Sydney moves so slow, the only thing he can catch is a blank.
Cold.
Cold, okay. Now, way to go.
I'm up.
All right.
A banner day right here in River City. Hey, Cole.
There's Patty Wright. Look at Cole. The other two match them the other round. Are you all right?
I was slow, but I did come through.
You got it, by Jove. That's 4 for Patty. Richard? Gesundheit.
Thank you.
No?
You can't sneeze at that answer.
Oh, that's it. Right. Well, there she's up to 6, so you've got your work cut out
Yeah,
for
I
you.
think
We'll
so.
see how he does right after this. They got me, didn't they? Well, win some, lose some. Now, Gary, you got to match all 6 to stay in the game and achieve a tie. That's the best he can do. Here we go. Tom said, "I'll never ask dumb Donald for his help again. I asked him to get the bugs out of my new car, and that idiot used a blank." Never ask dumb Donald for his help again. I asked him to get the bugs out of my new car, and that idiot used a blank. Right.
I think you got it.
Right. How's Big Al Schultz?
Big.
Is he watch? Does he watch the show?
Boy, are you going to get it. You're gonna be so sorry.
Gary Knight. Tom said, "I'll never ask dumb Donald for his help again. I asked him to get the bugs out of my new car, and that idiot used a blank."
Insect spray.
Insect spray.
Right, can of
Insect spray is what he said.
Well, I don't know if this is a match or not. I said a can of Raid.
Can of Raid. All right, there's one for Gary. Got a match tomorrow, Gary, to achieve a tie and stay in the game.
Would I let you down, have I ever?
Haven't yet.
A can of insect spray.
Oh, there it is. Now he's got 2. Score is 6-2.
I think it's a match flint gun.
Flint.
That's a spray.
Now, wait a minute. He means
Same thing.
flint. Yeah. To scratch the N out of it. I know in your childhood it was called...
I had a governess. She did all of that.
Oh, I see.
If I saw a bug, I would faint. I don't know what the can said.
Your
I come
can-
from wealthy parents.
The can said flit. F-L-I.
I know. My governess did all of that. I had a tutor.
Don't get in a twit over a can of flit. Hello there.
Hi.
How are
Can
you?
of Raid.
Can of Raid. A Raid of 10. Okay, now it's 6-4. It's getting very interesting. This game could end in a tie.
I thought it was because he was dumb. He used a bomb.
A bomb! So that means Patty Wright wins the game. And over there we had a can of Raid. Come on down, Patty. Congratulations. Okay. Well, Gary, it was a pleasure to have you
I
here.
really enjoyed it. It was
You're a
great.
good game player, and I'm
I
glad you
enjoyed
won
it.
some money. $6,800 for Gary Knight. Thank you. Hello there. You got any rooters out here? Not today. You gonna bring somebody? All right. Anyway, Patty Wright is here for the first time. She's got her $100, and here we go, Patty. We polled a studio audience not too long ago, nice bunch like these, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Blank checker. Blank checker. Now, if you match the answer they wrote down most frequently, we give you $500. Then if you match the second most popular response, we give you $250, and then for matching the third, you get $100. And 3 of our 6 celebrities will help you.
Richard.
A grocery store checker.
Grocery
Is that what they call?
checker. Yeah.
You know the people
Yeah,
who work.
grocery checker.
Brett.
Would it be? It has to be an exact match, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to
Well,
say.
no, not in this part of it. It's, it can be. It's going to be 1 out of 3. There, she's going to choose one.
No, but I mean, he said grocery. It has to be.
Yeah, and
I'm
what-
going to say food checker.
Food checker. All
Yeah.
right.
Charles?
But it- 'cause
I
it
know.
has
Wait,
to
I
be-
think that'd be the same thing. A
Is it-
grocery
okay,
and a
I'll
food.
say chubby checker.
Chubby.
Charles.
Charles, have you got one?
I had chubby checker a moment ago.
Charles.
Take it. What do you say there? You open Raid?
Chubby checker is
You
taken,
play every
Charles.
end against the middle, Barbara, and one day you'll get it.
I'll take his answer.
Your governess is calling.
Exact match.
Okay.
No, I won't.
Wait a minute. There's
checker.
one.
No, it's
It's-
bed
it's-
wetter.
No, in the Army they have bed checkers.
Okay,
But I won't give it to you now.
bed checker.
Bed checker, he said. So that gives us your bed checker, grocery or food checker, and chubby checker. Those are the three. Now you have the option. Choose one of those or give us one of your own.
I'll go with chubby checker.
You go with chubby checker. Okay, we're all going with chubby checker here. Let's reveal the $100 response. Chinese checker.
That's crazy.
Chinese checker. Would you like to hear
Checkers.
about my trip to the Great Wall of China?
I'd love to.
Yes, okay, that's 2 in the dressing room for later. All right. May we see the $250 number? Grocery checker did come up indeed. And last chance, I think you've got it, by Jove. I think she's got it. May we see it, please? Yes, she's got it. Very well done. Chubby checker. Now you pick up another $500. That ain't bad. That means you're going to play for 10 times that amount, or $5,000, and you have to match one exactly. Now this is where the exact match comes in.
Richard.
Okay. Good luck to you, Patty Wright. Here's the one worth $5,000. Tone blank. That's T-O-N-E blank. Tone blank. All right, give us the answer Richard has written on the card. We'll give you the $5,000. How easy it is. Tone blank. Tone blank.
Toner.
Toner.
That's all I could come up with.
All of you people who are saying, "Oh," what would you say? What's that? Oh. What? Richard?
What did they say?
They said tone deaf.
They're right.
Tone deaf. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about that. It's too bad you didn't think of it in view of the fact that Chubby Checker is a musical type person and music was in the air. And anyway, Patty, you've got $600 and that isn't bad. You're going to meet Susie Jacopuzzi. Susie Jacopuzzi. Hello, Susie. Okay, as soon as it stops, there you go. We welcome Susie Jacopuzzi.
Thank
You
you.
know this lady?
Hi, Patty.
She's got $600.
Good.
Now, we want to find out a little bit about you before we begin, Susie.
Well, I'm a grocery checker in Canoga Park.
Are you really?
Yes, I would have said grocery.
She is a grocery checker in Canoga Park. She really is. And what else?
I'm married and I have a 7-month-old baby boy.
Well, we welcome you.
Thank you.
We can't start this game at this instant. We have a little business we have to take care of. But you get set and we'll start right after we do this for a minute.
Today's consolation prizes are first, Franciscan's new floral sculptures dinnerware, gently sculptured blossoms with a blush of pastel, 4 patterns in white or celadon, floral sculptures by Franciscan. And from Popular Library, featuring Sweet Golden Sun, a great romantic epic of a woman's fierce struggle for love in the untamed West. And The Odyssey, Sunbeam Slim, featherweight blower styler of space age design, 1200 watts, 2 speeds, and 3 heat settings for any kind of hair or hairstyle. And comfortable Hager slacks, machine washable in a wide range of beautiful colors and patterns. Hager slacks, because looking good makes you feel good. Match game blanks along now with our star, Gene Rader.
Indeed we do, John. Thank you. Here we go. Start a new game with Susie, having a choice here of A or B.
B, please.
B it is. And it says here, Harry's wife said.
Harry's wife?
She said. Harry's wife.
You have to snap at me.
It's strange being married to a TV producer. It even says produced by Harry on the blank. Strange being married to a TV producer.
Yes,
you know how
I
it
can
is.
imagine.
Harry's wife. Oh, Harry's wife said.
She is speaking.
Oh, Harry's wife
She
said
says
strange.
yes, she has spoken, correct.
Oh,
And having spoken, moved on.
Gee, now that I think of it,
That's
there's
real
a lot
silk,
of
isn't it?
swell stuff.
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
It's close
I can
enough for
tell.
TV,
I've been
though.
to China, you know.
Harry's wife.
Yes, indeed, Susie. We're all set. Harry's wife said it's strange being married to a TV producer. It even says produced by Harry on the blank.
On the bedroom wall.
On the bedroom wall. Okay. A little lukewarm applause there for that.
Even said on the baby.
On the Baby, yeah. Produced by Harry on the Baby. That's a goodie.
They had several babies on the children.
Okay. You got the idea.
Baby's rear.
Baby's rear. A little more specific there. Said produced by Harry on the Baby. Got it, Susie?
Got it.
Okay.
And yours is 7 months, mine is 10 months. God, I
Yes.
thought we had a match.
Yes. Well, that's 4 of those so far. And Richard makes it 5. Betty has dog. No, she doesn't.
Well, pick of the litter, but it's funny that baby's 47 years old and he still says it right across his...
Okay, Susie, you got the hang of it now. The second one will be a lot easier, you'll see. Hey, did you hear about the world's most violent demolition derby?
No.
Would you like to hear about it?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I can't tell you a thing. Nobody comes out alive because instead of cars, the contenders use blanks. Demolition derby, you know what they are.
No.
But instead of cars, the contenders use blanks, and that's why no one comes out alive.
What is a demo?
Demolition derby. Conventionally, a demolition derby, there's a large arena, like the infield of a track. And they're automobiles, they're old automobiles, and they ram into one another.
Oh, cute.
And the car that survives the longest and is able to move under its own locomotion is the winner. And they keep smashing into each other. That's a conventional demolition derby. Now here's the world's most violent demolition derby. Nobody comes out alive because instead of cars, the contenders use blanks.
I knew what it was all along. I just like to look at you when you talk.
Okay, Patty. You know what a demolition derby is?
Sure.
I don't have to go through that with you, do I?
No.
Ready, Chuck?
Yo.
All right. In this demolition derby, the most violent demolition derby, nobody comes out alive because instead of cars, the contenders use blanks.
Motorcycles.
Motorcycles?
Yeah, that's all I could think of.
Well, that would be dangerous, more dangerous than automobiles.
Just barely.
Yes.
However, if they were on the bottom of the ocean,
Yes.
they used submarines.
Submarines. And ram one another.
I think I've lost them.
Yes, you have. Yeah. Forever.
Forever.
Yes.
That's it.
I think you're right. Everybody knows what a demolition derby is. I said they used bombs.
You don't know what a demolition derby is, and that's a perfectly dreadful answer.
I bet you're going to see it more than once.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Instead of cars, they use gas trucks.
Gas trucks.
Gasoline.
And then they all went up in flames.
I think submarine is worse than bombs.
Are you having a good time, Vicki?
Oh, yes.
That's wonderful.
I said jets.
Now there's the definitive answer. No, don't.
No jets.
No. Yes.
Now, wait a minute.
The definitive answer is some kind of aircraft. Because once you crash into another one.
I hope nobody's taking a flight tomorrow.
And the automobiles are much more dangerous
Well, I don't
than
know.
planes.
Richard, show us your answer.
Well, you're saying that was the definitive. It certainly makes a mockery of my answer. Steamrollers.
Steamroller. That would hurt.
Richard wanted me to say traffic signals, and I wasn't going to do it. But live bombers.
Live bombers.
As opposed
aircraft.
to dead ones.
Yes. No, certainly. That would be very difficult.
Dead bombers.
There it is. They both had difficult questions. Neither one has scored a match, but that's the way it goes in the round one questions. Now this for you. Now, we don't have time to do another question, but we'll look forward to seeing both of you ladies next time we all get together. You will join us, won't you?
Sure.
Splendid. There. Going to serve tea and crumpets and all that. And had a good time, did you?
Oh, yes.
Is it over?
You can. Yes, it's all over. You all will come back next time, too, because without you, it would be very lonely up here. I'm Gene Rayburn, and I bid you adieu.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 78, a Mark Goodson, Bill Trotman production.